We begin with convicted killer Scott Peterson wanting a new trial, and he has a new team of lawyers who believe he deserves one. They're now working to clear him of killing his wife Lacey and their unborn son Connor in 2002. Now today he appeared in Redwood City for the first time since being represented by the Innocence Project. Thanks for joining us at noon. I'm Lisa Gonzalez. The murder case out of Modesto gripped the nation in the early 2000s. KCRA 3's Michelle Bandura is live outside the San Mateo County Courthouse. So Michelle, you were inside court today. What happened?
Well, Lisa, this courtroom here this morning was packed, mostly with journalists, but there were two major developments to come out of Scott Peterson's status hearing. The first, this is the first time that lawyers, his new lawyers with the LA Innocence Project, are here to defend him for the first time in person and on record. And secondly, there is a new judge in the case, Elizabeth Hill. Well, let's show you the video from today. And today's hearing was really, though, all about scheduling and housekeeping for the DNA motions Peterson's new lawyers filed back in January. Peterson, now 51 years old, appeared by Zoom from the Mule Creek State Prison in a blue jumpsuit with his hair pulled back in what appeared to be a bun or a ponytail. Now, what brought about this hearing is the nonprofit taking up the 20-year-old case, saying the defense never knew about some evidence and it wants DNA testing done. Some of the items requested by the defense to go along with the defense's original theory that Lacey Peterson's death is connected to a string of home burglaries in the couple's Modesto neighborhood. They want DNA tests run on a work glove and a hammer that was actually found in one of those burglarized homes across the street from the Petersons' home in Modesto, as well as a mattress that was found inside a burned out van in the neighborhood at the time of those burglaries and her disappearance. Now, we spoke with a legal analyst who closely watched this case 20 years ago and throughout the years, and she talks about what all this DNA testing could mean for Peterson, who wants to be exonerated in his wife's killing.
It could be huge. If Lacey Peterson's DNA is on that mattress in that van that was torched, that is huge. And I think that that kind of evidence is what the defense and the LA Innocence Project is trying to find, because if that's her DNA, it means Scott Peterson didn't kill her.
Yeah, that is a big statement right there, and depending on what DNA testing could show, it could obviously change the scope of this case. The defense also wants testing done on a Target bag and duct tape that was found inside that bag located near Lacey Peterson's body in the San Francisco Bay. Now, we, of course, will have much more on this, Lisa, on what all this means and more on what the defense wants tested coming up in our later newscast today. Reporting live in Redwood City, Michelle Bandura, KCRA 3 News.
And Michelle, is it possible that Peterson could get a new trial?
I mean, that is the focus of the LA Innocence Project here, and it just depends on if this judge will allow DNA testing. That's what happens next. There's a long process before we would get there, Lisa. There's plenty of hearings to go through, and we've got those scheduled. That's what they did today, all in April, May, as well as July, before we might know any of this, and if any of those items will actually be tested. So we just have to wait and see. And Scott Peterson agreed that he will appear in all of those hearings by Zoom, not in person.
All right, Michelle Bandura, thank you so much. Now.